You've talked about a pose, something like this in your book. Can you please tell our viewers what that is?
You would find a good speaker keeping a particular hand movement. So it's this. Once you stand like this, it gives you a defined posture. It gives you a lot of power, your body movement, your hand movements are in control.
Giving the right vibes to the
Right
audience.
back. In fact, the book, A Part and a Part, is the base course, it's the foundation course. So with this, you will set the base of your communication skills.
This is another thing which I noticed in your book is you've actually compared animals and humans a lot in it.
The most difficult thing for me to change in them is the eye contact. When you learn with fun, it registers with you. So if you go like, I am the king, they're like, get out.
Get out.
If your frame of mind is not relaxed, trust me, it will bother you and it will disturb your performance and does your presentation.
There's one more thing which I really loved in your book is that at the end of each page, you've given meanings, even for mediocre words. That's great. When can we expect your next flight to land?
Very soon, we are working on the next book.
You've talked about regional languages in this book and you've specified Punjabi.
हमारा जो रीजनल लैंग्वेज है ना उसको तो हम खोते जा रहे हैं.
Hi viewers, today I have here with me one of the most energetic and charismatic personality I know of, Miss Payal Mohindra, an internationally certified master trainer, life coach, communication expert, motivational speaker, corporate trainer and NLP master practitioner, and above all, a devoted wife and a mother of two. There's a lot that can be said and learned from her. Her first book, A Part or a Part, is a transformational journey for any reader seeking confidence and for those trying to upscale their communication skills. The originality of the book keeps the newness alive, and there's something to learn on every page of it. You must have seen various other self-help books available in the market, but once you start reading A Part or a Part, it definitely is unput downable because nothing has been copied from anywhere. This book is a result of Payal's 2 decades of experience in the communication industry, the best book by far for communication skills. Welcome, Payal.
Thank you so much, Lavina. I really appreciate the
Thank
genuine
you.
introduction.
Thank you, and thank you so much for being with us
Thank
here
you.
today. I have a few questions. I've read your book thrice, and every time I've read it, there's something new I got to learn from it. But I do have a few questions
Sure.
I'd like to ask you. The first one, you've talked about a pose, something like this in your book. Can you please tell our viewers what that is?
Okay, so you've chosen the best topic.
Thank you.
So basically, if you would see a lot of, and you go on any video nowadays,
right.
it's all about videos.
Yeah.
So you would find a good speaker keeping a particular hand movement. So it's this. It could be this.
Okay.
I would call it a power pose. So power pose is something that would basically give you an instant power. Now, if you stand like this, you would find your hands moving, right? There would be a movement which is not under your control, something that is you're not supposed to do. Like you are doing this, or you're touching your hair, or if you're standing, you're fiddling. So once you stand like this, it gives you a defined posture. It gives you a lot of power. Your body movement, your hand movements are in control.
Oh, that's nice. So giving the right vibes to the audience.
Right vibes. And for yourself, more than the audience, it is your persona. So, when you would find a lot of people moving their hands a lot, touching their hair. So this restricts that all.
Wow.
So once your hands are like this, there's a specific posture, a movement. And okay, now this is very important. So once you start talking, then don't go like this. So it has to be like this, come back, like this, come back. And it's not necessarily that you have to hold it like this. It could be like this also. It could be little like this. It could be little like this. But yes, both the hands should be closed. That's a power pose.
They define elegance as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow, that's amazing. There's another thing which I noticed in your book is You've actually compared animals and humans a lot in it. You've talked about butterflies, about giraffe,
Correct.
mouse, lizards. Can you please put some light on that?
See, this is a journey of 20 years.
Okay.
So, all these, there are a lot of rules that those are self created rules you would have found in my book. I call them my self created rules. And these rules come out of my diverse experience of handling an audience from 50 to a 20,000, India,
Right.
internationally. So, during this journey, I realized that there were a lot of things that I was learning while handling my audience. And when I put it to practice in preaching, when I was
Right.
teaching, when I was coaching people, I realized that just to tell them that, okay, you must establish a good eye contact would not suffice. Everybody knows that you need to have an eye contact, but
Right.
how do you establish it? Because, and honestly, Lavina, I feel whenever a participant or a student, be it a youngster or an adult, because I deal both in pedagogy and andragogy, when they come to me, the most difficult thing for me to change in them is the eye contact.
Oh,
Because if they have problem with their eye contact, if they cannot maintain a specific eye contact, not like staring
right.
into someone's face, but a specific eye contact, it's very difficult to bring it because they had been doing it for years.
Oh,
So to break that habit is a daunting task.
right.
How do you do that? So I created all these rules, and trust me, they
Wow.
work wonders because when you learn with fun, it registers with you.
It
So
does.
when I say, okay, now don't be a giraffe, you will know, oh, I don't have to be a giraffe. So it'll register.
Right.
So next time when you're on stage, you will realize, oh, am I looking for lizards? I'm looking at the mouse on the floor, or am I being a giraffe? So, it's training with regular training, with practice, you master these skills.
Wow, that's amazing. With practice, there's one more question, that just came to my mind. You've talked about mirror over here, that,
Yes.
we need to practice 100 times before we go on stage, but
Correct.
it should look as if it's coming out
Right,
naturally.
right.
So, what I could relate that with is makeup. Whenever we want makeup and we go to a professional for makeup, we always request them to give us a no makeup look. But for that no makeup look, also, they work at least 2 3 hours on our face
Correct,
before they tell
correct.
us, okay, ma'am, now you're ready. So,
Yes.
we tell them, oh, we just want that glow, but it should look like we've not been to a professional.
Brilliant. I think that's a great comparison. So, what they do is they set the base.
They said the base,
So, you have
right?
to set the base of your
Yeah, they do
presentation.
put makeup.
Yes. In fact, the book, Apart and Apart, is the base course, it's the foundation course. So, with
Oh,
this, you will set the base of your communication skills, and part two would come out soon. So, that would be about public speaking in detail. So, how do you handle a mic and how do you handle stage? So, this is the base, like you just mentioned. Yes. So, you talked about the mirror thing that I
right.
always say the best friend of communication is mirror. Go out,
Okay,
stand in front of the mirror, practice 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, as many
right,
times as you can. Because the more
right.
you would put into it, the more practice you would do, the better you would become, and thus would be a perfect performance.
Wow.
And the easiest way to let go of a good presentation is not to practice. बहुत आसान है प्रैक्टिस ना
Oh,
करके जाओ खत्म प्रैक्टिस
oh.
करके जाओगे यू
So,
विल सी द पावर ऑफ योर प्रेजेंटेशन
yeah?
या
Arey, wow, that's great. Okay, there's when I go on stage, what is it that I should be more prepared with? I mean, what is it that the audience is looking at more at? Is it my clothes, my hair, my script, my vibes?
attitude.
Okay, my attitude. All right. Oh, that's
Yes, that's your
nice.
first point of contact.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So that's the
Okay,
most
tell me
important.
one thing. It's also written in the book. Tell me one thing. Lavina, do you remember anyone from your school, college, or around you who's a good orator, but you don't like to listen to them? You're like, kaun sunega?
Right.
Can you think of someone?
Those teachers who had a lot of knowledge and but we never wanted to listen to them.
Audience can feel your attitude, they can see your attitude, they can sense your attitude.